Here you go. 2-year-old girl was passed away because of heat stroke in a house in Japan. Apparently, her father and her grandmother living together with 2-year-old girl left her behind the house alone. They locked her in a playpen and left house to go to the Universal Studio Japan, and they explained they checked she was asleep on the bed then, and they left air conditioner on and they left windows open before leaving their house. It is seen that air conditioner in a house was not effective enough to cool the room down because windows were all left open. So this 2-year-old girl was passed away because of heavy dehydration by heat stroke in the house. So according to the report from a detective, there was a trace of blood on the bed that it's believed that she threw up on the bed. And the temperature in summer season in Japan is extremely hot, as you know. If you stay in a house without using air conditioner in the summer season in Japan, you definitely have a symptom of heat stroke because the room temperature easily goes up to nearly 40 degrees Celsius in Japan. So it is really dangerous for even adults to keep staying in such an environment for a long time. So I can only think of that as a state of madness, like parents just leave a small child with almost no physical strength who always needs to be taken care of by someone behind the room alone and go somewhere for fun. And sadly, I often happen to see this kind of articles of such incident on newspaper like baby's parents or parental guardians neglect child care suddenly and leave baby behind a room alone and go somewhere by themselves for fun. So I can't get on my high horse though, because I've never led a baby before in my life. But one thing I can say for sure, and one thing I want to tell these guys about rearing a child, is that rearing a child is not that easy, but they must bet their life on child rearing because this is one big project for any parents on the earth to be accomplished in their life. So in terms of incident of a baby abandonment by parents this time, according to a detective, they excused like, we were really tired, we were really exhausted of child rearing mentally and physically, so we needed time to refresh from heavy stress of child rearing. So we really wanted to be relieved from this hard situation. So I can't personally understand, and I had a sympathy about what they thought about, but it is really hard. It is really hard time to raise a baby until it has a certain reason in its mentality. They are pretty much swayed by baby's selfishness, especially for a couple years after parents give birth to a baby. But they must be prepared for this hard mission beforehand. So if I had a baby now, I would give up doing every single hobbies, and I would give up my dreams for my baby, and I would concentrate on child rearing. If I needed to change a job for child rearing because I wasn't able to secure sufficient time to look after my baby, I wouldn't hesitate to change my job even if I resulted to giving up my job career that I have ever built up in my life for a long time. So I changed my life for dedicating all my time to my baby. I will never think about myself. So I will give all my priority to my baby reeling and to my baby things. So I'm sure this is how we are prepared to raise a child as a parent. You have to give all your energy to child rearing. If not, it is impossible to accomplish to raise up a child until it leaves the nest. We have an obligation to raise up a child. If we give a birth to a baby, and take a responsibility for his or her life. So if you gave a birth to a baby, unless you spent your life for your baby, you wouldn't accomplish this big project.